Hello, beautiful people. It is time for Quick Tip Tuesday. So today I wanted to talk about something that I was in a class this weekend, and they were talking about health and the mind-body connection and the soul connection, and how health is way more than what we normally kind of consider. Like, we have to consider all of these pieces. And so the thing that we focused on this weekend was the effects of epigenetics and neuroplasticity. Stay with me here. So a lot of times we have this limiting belief that our bodies are the way they are because of genetics or DNA, right? And there's a little bit of truth to that, but what they're finding out in these studies is that it goes beyond that, and we actually do have control. And that's the part that we want to learn about, and we want to seize and take hold of and make changes for ourselves. So a lot of times they learn about this through studies with identical twins, because identical twins have the same DNA. And they showed this one chromosome of an identical twin when they were first born, and it looked identical. But by the time they were adults, you guys, these chromosomes looked completely different. Like, you wouldn't have even guessed that they're identical twins. And that's because there's like proteins and other things. I don't know all the terms. I didn't study it long enough to remember all of them, but that make genes turn on or turn off. And that is the communication with our environment and our experiences and our thoughts. And that is what connects to tell our cells what to do. So the study of epigenetics basically, with identical twins, but also there was this mouse study. So there was this variation of mice that is prone to obesity and diabetes. And normally they're like big fluffy mice that are orange, right? Well, they did this study where they gave them all the same food, but in some of them they added B vitamins to their food. And they showed these two mice, and this other mouse that had B vitamins was like brown and small and skinny, and it didn't have diabetes. And they have the same genes. It was that B vitamin that made the difference. And that is just think of what that could tell us in human health, like the more we learn about that. So that's just one thing, like one vitamin, right? And what they're learning is that, like, what we eat, what we consume that we're not quite aware of, like the chemicals that are put into our food, our air, our water, what we think, our thoughts. I'm going to tell you a story about that one. Our thoughts and our experiences. Like, this changes the message that goes to our cells. And it's never too late to change that message. So there's a study where they had people vividly visualize a workout of a certain area of their body. And you guys, they didn't actually work that part out. They just visualized it. And there was muscle growth in that area. I mean, clearly if you actually worked out that area, you had more muscle growth, but what? The power of visualization. I mean, I know I don't harness that as much as I should. I try to, though. I'm gonna do it more. And then the neuroplasticity part is, that's part of it, the visualization. But also there's other study that was a mirror study, okay, right? So a person who has a stroke, they don't have access to their left arm. They put a mirror here, and they do these exercises with their right arm, like squeezing their fist. And they can see the reflection of this right arm in their left arm. The brain, after much practice, and this takes time, after much practice, the brain is mapping the left side of the body because it sees that. That's the message that's being told. Like, I'm squeezing both my hands. And eventually, they start squeezing that left hand. How incredible is that? I mean, incredible. So, message from today, Quick Tip Tuesday, is be aware of what you're putting into your body, of your thoughts, of your experiences, and know the power that those things have and the things that you can change. And you can have certain diseases in your family, but you can be in control of if those turn on or not. I mean, obviously there's limitations and there's so many things we have to learn. So I'm sorry if anything I said offended you, but it's really just like, let's learn more about this and let's see how we can harness this, and let's do more studies. All right, have a beautiful day.